Good morning, family. Happy Tuesday. For those of y'all in the Focus Trades group, we're going to be live 12 p.m. this afternoon, guys. I'm not going to be going live at y'all at the open. Nothing has changed overnight. My thought process is the same, waiting for earnings to get by. So if you watched yesterday morning's video, guys, here on the channel, the kind of general theme was focusing on your setups and ignoring everything else. Even if you're not a full-time trader, trading is, guys, it's got to be looked at as your business. It's a way you got to look at it, right? And ultimately, your business is going to boil down to the setups and the strategies that work best for you. For me, it's trading squeezes and trading pullbacks to the 21 EMA. That's it, right? After 5, 6, 7 years of trading hardcore, after looking at trade review, looking at all the numbers, it's obvious squeezes and the pullbacks to the 21 EMA, they work best for me, and I should ignore everything else. So with that being said, every morning and evening, my preparation, guys, is centered around those given setups. This morning, I'm running the scan that we got here in the group for the squeezes, and we got Boeing, Shop, and Zoom on the daily, but Shop and Boeing have earnings, so I'm not interested until earnings are over. We got a 4-hour squeeze for BABA, but it's an ugly 4-hour squeeze, so I'm not interested. We got hourly squeezes from Microsoft, Facebook, and AMD. Well, the Microsoft hourly squeeze is ugly. I'm not interested. And I'm not touching Facebook or AMD until earnings are over. There you go. Nothing for me to focus on, guys, for squeezes other than Zoom. And for that, I can set some chart alerts and get the heck out of here. For the pullbacks of the 21 EMA, we got Amazon, Google looking good on the daily chart. They got earnings, and I ain't touching them till earnings is over. Nothing to do there today. Tesla did give us a nice pullback to the 21 EMA there on Friday, making a beautiful bounce yesterday. Did I catch the bounce? No, because I'm not stressing it, guys. I'm taking my time this week, enjoying life outside of the charts, clearing my head, enjoying some sunshine, waiting until earnings are over, and then we can get back to work. The market has been so good to us this year. It's okay to take a couple days off, especially, guys, when your business opportunities are not really present. One setup for squeezes, one pullback setup, that's it. That tells me a lot, guys. If my business is trading squeezes and pullbacks of the 21 EMA, and essentially there's none of those setups being presented, it's a couple days off for me. If I'm going to sit here, guys, and stare at the charts and force the issue, given the fact that none of my setups are present, all that's going to lead to is forced trades. All that's going to lead to is impulse trades. All that's going to lead to is taking trades for the sake of taking trades. So that's my general theme this morning, guys. I'm going to continue to be patient this week until earnings are over, and more importantly, until my go-to setups start to get presented. So for those of y'all in the Focus Trades group, we'll be live this morning, guys, at 12 p.m. Nothing has changed here after hours. None of my opinions on the market have changed, and my advice hasn't changed either. For you guys in the group, and for you guys and girls here who subscribe to the channel, go through a similar process this morning. What are the setups that work best for you? Do some preparation focused on identifying those setups. And if they're not present, you probably shouldn't be either. So, gotta wait till earnings is over here, guys. But one thing we're going to talk about later on tonight in the chat room, and then we'll talk about it here on the channel in a couple of days, are these iron condors, guys, for earnings. So, if we take a look here at AMD, and they're pricing in about a $5 move here ahead of the earnings announcement tonight. So, we'll have to let today go by, guys, see if the expected move changes, see if AMD here makes a big move either way. But nonetheless, you got all kinds of premium here right now as the IV is spiking, as the market makers are pricing in their expected move. So what we've had a lot of fun doing this quarter and last quarter is identifying these stocks that are getting pumped up into earnings, all the crazy premium, all the crazy IV, and then, guys, just simply taking that expected move and doing an iron condor the night of earnings further out the money than the expected move. So if the expected move is $5, for conversation's sake, we could go twice the expected move and put together an iron condor. On the call side, looking to sell the 80s, buy the 81s, and on the put side, looking to sell the 60s and buy the 59s. Now you look at this, guys, on a 10 contract basis, and not bad at all. You're risking about $800 to make just about 200, right? And you can tweak this a little bit, guys, change the risk reward up, but nonetheless, right? We round up, we round down. You're risking 8 to make 2. That's a nice 4-to-1 risk-reward ratio. Obviously, you can do more contracts. You can do less contracts. You can go further out the money. You can go closer to the money. All of those things are going to vary the risk-reward. But nonetheless, guys, I like this, and I think I'll be putting one of these on tonight in the group, just for the sake of you guys being able to get better insights into how options actually work around earnings. But with this trade idea right here, all right, we're doing the iron condor, and we're going to short the puts down at 60. We're going to short calls way up here at 80, which you can't even see on the chart. And then all we would need to make a nice paycheck, guys, is tomorrow morning for AMD to open anywhere above 60 and anywhere below 80. That's it. Anywhere below 80, anywhere above 60. That takes place, guys, right? These options that we're selling are going to open up and basically go to 0 tomorrow. If we don't open up outside that expected move, and if we don't open up at 60, at 80, all that premium is going to get sucked out, and hey, it goes right into our pockets. So what could be better than that? And when you look at Amazon, they are pricing in a $160 move. Facebook's pricing in an $8 move. Let's see how Google's looking, a $62 move. So that's something we can do during earnings season, guys. You're not making a directional trade. You're not saying the stock's going to go up, going to go down. You're just simply saying it's going to stay within or not make a bigger than expected move. And we can find names like AMD that have been pumped up aggressively into earnings. A lot of times, guys, that's a sign that the news is already getting priced in. So the big money comes in, they pump the crap out of these things into earnings. Along the way, they're roping in retail traders to take in those lottos for the earnings announcement. And then we open up. Typically, guys, we make a less than expected move. The premiums get sucked out of those options. If you bought them, it sucks. But if you're the seller of those options, like we're discussing here, it's some nice paychecks. So those are the things, guys, we'll talk about later on in the group. Like I mentioned for you guys in the Focus Trades family, no morning live stream this morning, guys. This video can serve as this morning's prep. But I will see you guys at 12 p.m. Eastern. We'll jump into the chat. We'll jump into a live stream. And we'll touch bases, guys, and see what the market's giving us today. But for me, what's my business? Trading squeezes and trading pullbacks of the 21 EMA. Are there a bunch of squeezes present? No. And the ones that are have earnings. Are there a bunch of pullbacks of the 21 EMA present? No. And the ones that do have earnings. Pretty simple. I shouldn't be here staring at the charts today. My go-to setups aren't here. Nothing good's going to come from me being here. That's the way I look at it, guys. And then as far as, pullbacks of the 21 EMA, Tesla gave us a beautiful pullback last week, right down to the 21, and then it gave you the bounce you're looking for yesterday. Beautiful move. Did I take it? No. Am I stressing it? Absolutely not. FOMO, greed, all the silly ass emotions that we bring upon ourselves as traders, it's all a little bit irrational. And when it comes to, FOMO, guys, and the fear of missing out, you need to stop making each trade such a big event. Right? We tend to take trades, guys, and we make it so important, right? And we put so much focus and so much, mental energy into this trade, and we make it so meaningful, when really, guys, if you're trading how you should be, every winning trade is just a notch in the right direction, right? You're trying to go all the way here, and every little winning trade is just a step closer. So if you miss out on a move like Tesla, I just missed out on one little step closer. We tend to think, guys, that we're going to change our lives with one given trade, and it's just the truth. We're not going to. If you're trying to do such a thing, that means you're playing with way too much damn size. And let's be honest, guys. You put a big chunk of your capital into a risky trade, and then lightning strikes, everything works out perfectly, and you make $100,000. Right? That sounds amazing. All right, well, the government's going to come in. They're going to take about half that. So now you got about 60, 50 grand. And then the expenses of life are going to suck through that 50, 60 grand like you couldn't imagine. To get where we want to get, guys, to reach our ultimate goals as traders and as financially, stop making each individual trade such a big idea, such a big deal. Make it one of the thousands of trades you're going to have to make and hit to get to where you want to go. So, did I miss Tesla yesterday? Yeah, I didn't take an entry. Is it a big deal? No, I could care less. Because if I took it, cool. I'm just one step closer. That's it. I love you guys. If you haven't already subscribed, for those of you guys in the group, I'll post this video for y'all in a couple of minutes, and I'll see you guys at 12 p.m. for our afternoon meetup. Be safe today, guys. Get through this week, get through earnings, and then we're back to work having fun. I'll talk to y'all soon.